back in April 6th of 2020, we had the second largest YouTube live stream in the world, as we had a guest on that asked a bunch of these questions. At the time, the BBC was kind of watching us and was angry that we were putting these messages out, and wrote a big article and apparently pressured YouTube to then delete that video, ban that video, and start the process of deplatforming us. And some people have said if you go deeper, there's this, fact-checking truth initiative, and I don't know who that's funded by. Honestly, I'm not a conspiracy theorist. I don't even go down there. I just noticed that I wanted my freedom of speech to be respected. And then what happened after that is, after YouTube I was, taken off of Dropbox, which, by the way, I didn't realize they were watching my videos on this storage company. Then LinkedIn deplatformed me. Then I was shadow banned on Instagram. My TED Talk on the TEDx channel disappeared. And I'm there thinking, this is crazy. Like, this feels coordinated, but I actually never went down this, there's somebody out there, because it seemed ridiculous to me. And so for me, when I saw the Twitter files published, I thought, oh, wow. Here I was screaming out, who's protecting my Second Amendment, my First Amendment rights? Who's protecting my European Union right to freedom to express myself? The government said, no, not our problem. You signed the policy agreement for these technology platforms, so that's between you guys. We're not going to help you. And then I find out behind the scenes, they're putting pressure on these companies to basically take away my human rights. And I was just full circle, made me just really flabbergasted, disappointed with that whole process. So,
I mean, it's a basic civil right. I mean, the most important basic civil rights, the basis for our democracies, is this right to free expression. The government should not be putting their finger on the scale. You mentioned fact checking. I mean, that enterprise also smacks of government coordination. There isn't a lawsuit that's exposed that I'm aware of, anyways. But a lot of the messaging around that, it's like, they around COVID, the governments thought of this like the way they think about wars, right? In wars, you can use propaganda, you can use information to try to manipulate people. You can like World War II. There's famously, they would have these governments would have these code breakers that would know when the troop movements were, and they would plant false stories in order to make it sound to the other side like they didn't know, right? Like they would use these kinds of techniques in order to further the aims of war. One thing to do in the context of war. It's another thing to do in the context of a pandemic, where there is legitimate debate about the right policy to follow. I don't think it's ever justified actually do it in the context of a pandemic, ever. You might be able to talk me into the context of a war, right? But I shouldn't be allowed to publish troop movements or something. But you're not going to talk me into a scientific debate about pandemic policy, hotly contested, where lives are at stake. No, that is not the right time. Censorship in that context kills. And I think that the governments decided around the world that it was a legitimate use of censorship of power in order to protect people. Again, they're trying to do good, and as a result, they ended up doing evil.
Yeah, and I think the big sign is whenever they're taking away your civil liberties or your human rights, it's probably going to end up wrong. And in their minds, they might think it's the best thing, but it's not. And it did kill people. Censorship killed people. We both know that. So Jim Rickards has just recorded a video that's not available to anyone in the public. And he's going to be talking about how this upcoming recession is going to be fast. It's going to be bloody. It's going to be nasty. But at the same time, he's going to show you how you can position yourself to profit from all of this chaos. Now, we've made this video only available to our viewers. Go to londonreal.tv/Jim. Watch that immediately. I can't say enough good things about Jim Rickards. He understands the global economic system better than any guest I've ever had on London Real. His predictions are almost uncannily true, and you can learn how to profit from his vision, from his expertise, and his understanding of economics. So go to londonreal.tv/Jim or click the link below. It's an excellent, excellent look on what's going to happen in the future and how you can position yourself to profit from that. Jim is one of the best in the business, one of my favorite guests on London Real, and he's very, very good at predicting the future and showing us all to profit from it. So click the link, and I hope you enjoy. I'm looking for partners, collaborators, colleagues who want to join forces with me around the globe and create real value, generational wealth, and financial freedom for everyone else around the world. Get involved in the cryptocurrency markets, get involved in the NFT markets. This is your moment. Life all comes down to a few moments. Don't let this pass. Now it's not too late. Next year is going to be too late. Ultimately, this is about freedom. That's the way I see it. This is about giving power back to the people and enabling billions of people worldwide to use the financial markets to improve their lives and those of their friends and their families and their communities. Honestly, I think it's a violation of human rights not to allow people basic access to financial services. Because right now people are being kept in the dark, they're being robbed of education, and it's a travesty. And so I'm looking for people that want to join me and be a part of this solution. And that all happens inside the DeFi Academy. The gains my students are making are absolutely amazing. Double, triple digit gains in the first month alone. That's amazing. This will change your life. Now is the time to get involved. I'm going to tell you exactly how my students in my academy made money in the last 30 days. I'm talking about real trading results. And let me just whet your appetite a little bit. Let me hit you with some numbers. I'm talking Brendan from New Zealand is up 68.77% on the month. Steve from Europe up 83%. Albert in Singapore up 169.9% on one single trade. I got Susan up 153% on her call options alone, also rocking 139% returns and 442% returns as well on individual trades. These are people that are changing their financial future in the last 30 days, but it's based on trading discipline.
I've graduated over 500 students from inside my academy from over 54 countries around the world. It's amazing. When it comes to crypto, DeFi, and blockchain, we love this space. We truly believe it's the future. This is down to our core. It's authentic to what we're doing, and everybody can tell through the camera because you can't make this stuff up.
If you're watching me now, wherever you are, I implore you, take 60 seconds right now and join my academy. Apply today. Now you've got a chance. Life all comes down to a few moments. What are you going to do? What's the choice that you're going to make?